All right, y'all. James Talarico, a progressive from Texas, absolutely demolishes yet another Fox News host. This time on the topic of the gerrymandering debate, the redrawing of district lines to try to gain more seats in the House. Watch how James handles this weasel.
But when you're winning in Illinois, you're happy to play by these rules.
Again, I've condemned all gerrymandering across the country. And in fact, when Democrats had a majority in Congress, they voted to ban gerrymandering in every state, red states and blue states. Do you know how many Republican members of Congress joined them in that effort?
Which one? I'm sorry, which state did you just refer to?
I'm asking, do you know how many Republicans joined Democrats in the U.S. Congress to ban gerrymandering? All the Democrats voted for it. 0 Republicans voted for it. 0.
It's an odd.
So you can spare me the both sides rhetoric. It's clearly one side that is trying to rig the rules in the middle of the game. This is like 2 football teams coming out of the locker room at halftime, and the team that's ahead says they want to change the rules for the second half so they can win the game. All of us would be throwing food at the TV if that happened. We don't accept cheating in our politics. We don't accept cheating in our relationships. We shouldn't accept cheating in our elections.
You've done the same thing as us, and we are going to, by the way, if you do it, we're going to ratchet it up even more, in the words of Gavin Newsom.
My party has never gerrymandered in the middle of the decade at the request of the President of the United States, nor would we. The only way this is going to happen in blue states is...
He was like, yeah, that's a fair point, I guess. Both Democrats and Republicans have gerrymandered, of course, but Democrats haven't done it as shamelessly as this version of the Republican Party is trying to do. And to my knowledge, and James just said this, a Democratic president has never demanded that a blue state redraw the lines to gerrymander. Trump's only doing this because there's a few Republican members in the House of Representatives who sometimes vote with their conscience and don't always go along with the Trump cult. Trump doesn't like that. Trump can't stand the Thomas Masseys of the world, the Republican congresspeople who do what's best for their district or their state, not what's best for Donald Trump and his brand.
If Texas executes this power grab, you mentioned Massachusetts. Do you know the party of the governor that signed that map into law? He was a Republican. It was a Republican governor that signed that map into law. So I just want to be clear with our facts, and I don't want to muddy the waters. All of us, whether we're Democrats, independents, or Republicans, we should stand up to politicians who don't want to face accountability at the ballot box. That's exactly what's happening here. And I asked you, if Republican policies are popular, why do they need to redraw these maps? Why can't they just run on their policies?
I'm getting wrapped on time. I'm enjoying this conversation.
Oh,
let
my
it go
God.
on, and I apologize. That's such is the nature of cable television.
Right as James backs him into a corner with his argument, right as he puts belt to ass, the host goes like, "Oh, I'm being told that we're out of time." Come on, that's pathetic. Anyway, since we're on the topic of James Talarico, he has all of the skills and all of the qualities to be a great president one day. However, on a recent podcast, James said he has no ambition to run for office after he's done serving as, I believe he's a state senator, maybe he's a state rep, forgive me for that, but he has no ambition to run for federal office. He's actually going to go off and do like ministry work with his church or something like that. So he doesn't want his life to have anything to do with politics, which is really unfortunate because he's got some great qualities that I personally would like to see in an elected leader. He calls himself progressive. He's not a leftist per se. Doesn't go as far as Bernie or AOC or Zohran Mamdani, but he's certainly on the left. If you haven't heard of him, or if you're interested in learning more about him, I'm going to put the link to his socials in the description of this video. Go check him out. He's a great orator. He's wonderful in debates. He always kills it. So yeah, have a great night. Thanks for watching.